What's going on, YouTube? Zonk the Cat here. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button so you can get updated on any new videos that I put out. Playing some Far Cry 5. Today is a topic I want to discuss with you is about the NRA and why I'm not a member. First of all, I'm broke as a joke. I have enough to pay for my video games and my bills and so on and so forth, but I do not have enough money to pay $45 a month or year, whatever the hell it is. I think it's a month. I think it's $45 for the month, per month, for a membership to the NRA. When the NRA has helped introduce some of the most anti-Second Amendment legislation out there. They were fully in support of Bill Clinton's assault rifle ban back in 1994. They are fully in support of a 2018 assault rifle ban. Why? Why are they in support of this? Well, I'll tell you why. Is because they're all filled with fudds. What is a fudd? A fudd is somebody who does not believe that AR-15 has any other use but for warfare. It is a person who owns guns themselves that does not believe in semi-automatic firearms. They do not believe anybody should have a semi-automatic firearm. They believe that oops, that didn't work out well. They believe that all you need is a 5-shot bolt-action magazine, bolt-action rifle with your favorite hunting scope on it, and you'll be fine. No problem. You can get it in any caliber you want, even the 5.56, which is on the notorious AR-15 rifle, the evil rifle. Well, here's the thing. If you believe the same way that these fudds believe, and that's what they are, they're fudds. They believe that you should only have a 6-shooter revolver. They believe you don't need an AR-15. They think that all guns that are not the AR-15 are inherently evil. And you shouldn't be allowed to have them. Good night. So, fudds want to support any bill that will eliminate the AR-15, the AK-47, anything that basically has a detachable magazine to it. And that's what a fudd is. And the NRA is filled with them. Filled with fudds. Absolutely, they're obsessed with it. And as an AR-15 owner, and I also own a Glock pistol that accepts the evil detachable magazines, I cannot support a gun lobbying group that does not support all guns.
Feels empty now without faith.
That, they basically take your money and then shoot you in the back with it. Take your money and then, shoot you in the back with their rhetoric bullshit. And say, oh, well, you don't need these guns. You can have certain guns, but just not these ones. Sounds like a leftist liberal Democrat to me. Oh, you can have your guns, but we get to decide what kind of guns you have.
Don't know how the hell
That's
you
Democrat.
took down Faith.
That's the NRA.
Let me know.
Another reason why I don't like the NRA is because they constantly support anti-Second Amendment bills. Like the red flag bill. They're full in support of that. I mean, come on, guys. Red flag bills. Are you freaking serious right now? You know what kind of havoc this is going to produce? Kind of bullshit you're gonna be going, the American people are gonna be going through for this. The American people are going to suffer under this red flag crap. But the Republicans are all in favor of it. They're all in on it. They love the idea of this. They think, oh, we're doing bipartisan crap. No, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, you know what? This red flag is just another way to get rid of the AR-15, the AK-47s, and we won't have to see kids on TV getting shot anymore. And, you know, none of this Call of Duty generation shit. Well, I happen to disagree with you. Because if you look at Japan, I think it was a year or 2 years ago, person in Japan killed, 19 people with a chef's knife. Yep. He walked in, cut up a bunch of people, killed 19 people, injured, I think it was like 25, 30 more people with a chef's knife. Oh, that couldn't happen in the U.S. Bullshit. Ooh, I almost got run over by a car. Bullshit. It could happen here. And you want to know why it could happen here? I'm reminded of one person who, without a gun, killed over 1,500 people. And he was a nut job. He was a complete lunatic. And his name was Timothy McVeigh. What did he do? Timothy McVeigh was a white supremacist who took it upon himself to build a very large bomb. And with this very large bomb, he blew up the Oklahoma City building in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. 1,500 people. Let that sink in for just a second. Let it sink in. 1,500 innocent people went to their deaths. One person with a bomb. And you find the AR-15 evil. At least the people with the AR-15 had a chance to get away. Mostly. At least there were survivors in Parkland, in Newtown. You have a 50-50 chance with a rifle. Depending on whether the person knows what the hell they're doing with it. With a bomb, there's really zero chance. Everything within 50 feet is going to die. Depending on how powerful the bomb is. Everything in the next 100 feet from that, say it's a pipe bomb of some sort, everything 50 feet from that, well, in the first 50 feet they're going to die. Instantly dead. 100 feet away, say a pipe bomb, is going to be shrapnel, and mostly people are going to die. 150 feet from that, you're going to have shrapnel wounds and a long list of very, very hurt people. And burst eardrums. 200 feet from there, you're you're pretty much out of the blast radius, but you're still going to catch wind of a lot of crap. So, you know, imagine, if you will, and I really wouldn't want to see this happen, and I'm sure a lot of other people wouldn't want to see it either, but you have to think about some of these things logically. You get rid of guns, what's going to happen? I mean, the Democrats don't want to just get rid of the AR-15. No, they want to get rid of all guns, because they think all guns are evil and they should be gotten rid of. But the point is that imagine if this idiot, this monumental lunatic, instead of having the AR-15, maybe he went online and discovered how to build pipe bombs. Imagine the carnage this twit, this total loser, could have committed had he had the knowledge of doing that instead. Fuck open casket funerals. No. You'd be mopping these poor kids up with sponges. I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm not giving him any kind of excuse whatsoever. And personally, I'd rather string him up by his balls and watch him hang there until they rip off of his body. What I'm saying is, it could have been a whole lot worse. But yet, the knee-jerk reaction from the left, from Democrats, is to ban the rifle that he used instead of trying to figure out why he did it. And the NRA is in full support of this crap. Crap, knee-jerk, emotional legislation. And it's a load of shit. This is why I do not support the NRA. I do not support the NRA in any of their bullshit. I'm not going to pay my good money to have some twit tell me that I don't need my AR-15. I can't have my AR-15 because there's no point in having one. That I can't hunt with an AR-15. Well, guess what, ass clown? I do hunt with my AR-15. Yeah, that's right. Hello. Yeah, you don't know half as much as you think you do. And most of the people who have AR-15s, they know that they can hunt with it. The NRA knows that you can hunt with an AR-15. A 5.56, 223, depending on the bullet weight. They know you can do these things. They just don't care. Because unless they're coming after the particular rifle that they have, which is normally either a 30-06 or a 300 Win Mag, bolt action 5-shot magazine with their favorite hunting scope on it, unless they're specifically coming after that, they don't give a shit. They don't give a rat's ass. And that's the problem with the NRA. They only care when it affects them the most. If it doesn't affect them directly, they don't give a shit. So that's why I don't support the NRA. Because I own an AR-15. I own a semi-automatic handgun. And I do hunt with my firearms. I hunt hog, I hunt deer, and you know, not every hunt you're going to come back with, with the kill, but I do hunt. I do not have, I do not hunt for trophies. I hunt for the meat, and only for the meat. So what is the point of me supporting, paying good money for a lobbying group that is not going to lobby for my rights? The rights of me and, you know, the right for me to have my AR-15. And if you're thinking, oh well, you know, you can get the, you could always have the representation and whatnot, and you could get the perks. Fuck the perks. I don't want the perks. I want somebody who's going to fight for my rights. And guess what? That's not the NRA. I always thought that the NRA fought for everybody. No, they don't. They only fight for fuds. They don't give a shit about semi-automatics. They don't give a shit about AR-15s or anybody who has one. They only care for themselves. And I'm sorry, I'm not sorry, but I'm not going to pay my good money to an organization that does not support the entirety of the Second Amendment. Not just my view of the Second Amendment, the entirety of the Second Amendment. And let's get this right, the Second Amendment was created originally so that you have your inalienable, well, your Second Amendment rights to keep and bear firearms, so that in case of invasion by threats foreign and domestic, the people can be called on to use their private weaponry, privately owned weaponry, to defend the country. That's what the Second Amendment was created for. Hunting and self-preservation from, say, the criminal element was an afterthought. Its main reason is so the public, the citizenry, have guns just in case there is a foreign invasion or a domestic invasion. They can be called on to bring those arms to bear. Well, here's a problem. The Founding Fathers originally knew that guns were going to evolve. They were going to, you know, they're not going to stay flintlocks and muskets forever. So they didn't itemize the Second Amendment just like that. They made sure they included the second in the Second Amendment that all the guns be included in that. Not just the ones that they particularly thought should be included, but all guns, military or otherwise. Now, over the years, yes, there has been a particular fight to get most guns off the streets. Fully automatics since 1986. Guess what? Guess who supported that? The NRA. Yes, lovely NRA who says, oh, well, you don't really need those kinds of guns. Only the military needs those kinds of guns. So you know what? You're not going to have them. Okay. So, because the NRA does not fully support the Second Amendment, you shouldn't either. You shouldn't pay you good money. Oh well, we have to support something. Find a Personally, in my opinion, you should find a gun lobbying group that will stand up and have a zero tolerance policy for assholes, because that's really what it boils down to, a zero tolerance policy for assholes. Well, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, and tell me what you think. Talk to y'all later.